Thank you, Katie. The Florida Highway Patrol says a man from Lehigh Acres is in custody after deputies say the man was involved in a drunk driving crash, hitting and killing a person riding a bicycle on Douglas Lane at about 9:30 last night. Neighbors here in this part of Lehigh Acres telling Fox 4's Colton Chavez it's not the first time a crash like this has happened. And tonight he also tells us why some families who live nearby say riding on the streets is off limits.
Cindy Valadares had just flown into Lehigh Acres to visit her mom.
This was the second night of us being here.
When around 9:30 Sunday night, she said she heard a sound outside her mom's front door and saw this.
The mailbox is gone. Then there was a young guy laid out on the driveway.
Florida Highway Patrol says 32-year-old Zenedo Martinez Gomez is the driver suspected of hitting and killing the person Cindy says she saw lying on the driveway off Douglas Lane. FHP Lieutenant Greg Bueno says Martinez fled the scene in a Jeep, but was later located and placed under arrest on several charges, including DUI manslaughter and leaving the scene of a deadly accident. And a concern for a parent with two young daughters who like to play outside like Delmar Haley.
Sometimes you just want to take a stroll down the road, they're on their bike and you're walking, but some like not paying attention on their cell phone and just speeding and not realizing that there's kids.
So to get a better idea about this safety concern we're driving Douglas Lane right now, and you can see even here how close together cars are driving down this road. So what we wanted to do to gain more perspective is see if other areas right near Douglas Lane all look the same. From Douglas Lane, on your screen, you can see on the GPS map as we drive to our next stop. So when we take a look at 7th Street Southwest, we're seeing a lot of the same things as Douglas Lane. You can see here pieces of concrete all pulled up, potholes everywhere. And then if we look down the street, there's really no place for you to walk or even ride your bike. So then if we move from here and we go up the street and start to make a complete circle back to Douglas Lane. And taking a look at this intersection of Gulfview Boulevard and Douglas Lane, we're really starting to notice a lot of similarities to the last two stops. But one thing we are seeing that's different is that 30-mile-per-hour speed limit sign. But for people like Delmar and his two little girls, he says he doesn't trust it.
If they're out here, I try to make sure I'm like standing outside, watching them. If they go too far down the driveway, I'll have them come back up.
A lesson Delmar feels he will always have to enforce, and one Cindy says signals the time for a new beginning.
I told her, you need to find somewhere else to buy a house somewhere else, because this is not it. This is not it.
In Lehigh Acres, Colton Chavez, Fox 4.